Hello, everyone, and welcome to the best place for entrepreneurs and corporate professionals who want tips to lead your team towards business success. If you're new to me, I'm Jaboria Scott, a leadership coach and management consultant. So let's get right into it. No matter what stage of business growth you're in, it can be a little tricky knowing exactly how to manage staff in a small business. And it can be especially difficult knowing how to manage employees when they're freelancers or independent contractors who work with you on a short-term basis. Freelancers are independent contractors, so they pretty much work for themselves, but you also hire them for contract work. And that makes you kind of like a project manager. It can be difficult to know exactly how to navigate the unusual combinations and situation if you've never done it before. It's so hard to know exactly what to do to hire top talent and know how to establish a cohesive partnership in that kind of work dynamic. That's why I made this video, how to hire a freelancer for remote work, 4 things you need to know as an entrepreneur. Hopefully you can learn from some of the mistakes I made as I share the things I learned hiring employees for contract work. Tip number one for how to hire freelancers for remote work is to understand marketplace rules. There are various platforms and marketplaces where you can find contract workers or freelancers for hire. No matter which platform you choose, each one has a system that will help you make the best use of the platform. The terms of use or guidelines are in place to protect both the consumer and the contract worker as they enter into the agreement, so it's really important to follow the rules. In order to do this, the first step is to get familiar with the terms of service and understand how the platform works. When in doubt, contact customer support and ask questions. Understanding things like what are the acceptable payment methods and processing times for those payments, how to establish delivery deadlines, how to schedule project milestones, etc., are all examples of what you'll need to get familiar with so that you can get maximum value from each contracted service as you get the help you need. The good thing is the marketplaces have opened you up to the possibility of contracting top talent from around the world. And you can get help with just about anything you need. It's an awesome opportunity that we can all take advantage of. The first step to opening up the door so that you can accomplish more in your business is understanding the rules. Type "know the rules" in the comments if you agree with this tip. Mhm. Tip number two for how to hire a freelancer for remote work is to check references. Each marketplace platform has a system that allows consumers to leave comments about their consumer experience for each project that was completed by the freelancer. These comments serve as real-time feedback that lets you know about the contractor's service delivery, their professionalism, and what you can expect if you choose to work with that person. Each comment and review section will give you insight into the freelancer's work quality, their efficiency, time management skills, and communication and responsiveness. So it's worth it to spend time on the reviews. And if you're interested in hiring someone but you don't see any reviews, ask them about it. You can also ask to review their portfolio of work prior to engaging them. During the vetting process, you want to ask tons of questions. All of this will help you determine which freelancer is right for your job. Tip number three for how to hire a freelancer for remote work is know the going rate for services. It's important to know what the standard rate is for the service you want before you hire a contractor. A good way to do that is to review the list of successfully completed projects that are similar or identical to the service that you need. You can search within the various marketplace platforms where freelancers list their services. This will give you an estimate of what's considered reasonable for each contracted service within your job categories. The completed projects will usually list whether the contract process was based on an hourly or fixed price rate for that project. It normally also includes the duration or time frame for how long the assignment lasted so that you'll have an idea of a reasonable expectation for the service. It's also important to review the project's dates. Fee scales may fluctuate based on whether or not the service is in demand, the level of experience of the freelancer, and inflation. Doing this kind of research will also clue you into when the marketplace has changed so that you can expect to pay a little more or sometimes less for contracted services. The takeaway here is that knowledge is power, and it's important to pay a fair price for contracted services, and you want to be armed with the information necessary to ensure that the price negotiated is fair on both sides. Tip number 4 for how to work with a freelancer for remote work is to keep your options open. The best thing about marketplace platforms where you can find freelancers to work with is the diverse talent that they attract from people all around the world. As you review and vet your candidates, you may want to interview more than one at the start. Creating a short list of 2 to 3 potential candidates for your job can help you to fine-tune your project requirements as you consider the pros and the cons before making your final selection. This will allow you to have alternate candidates to choose in the event that your arrangement with your top candidate doesn't work out. I know this from experience. I selected a candidate for a particular project that agreed to start the project for me. Just when we were scheduled to begin, the person missed the project start date and stopped communicating with me altogether. And it was fine. I was able to cancel the project in the platform and move on to my second choice on my list without losing much time at all. On another project I was about to enter into with a freelancer, the person contacted me just before we were scheduled to begin, and they realized and explained that they had too many projects scheduled and couldn't take on another one. I thanked them for letting me know, and I moved on to the next candidate. That's why it's important to keep your options open so that you can save time and determine which freelancer is the right one for your job. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to know more tips for how to successfully hire freelancers for your business, but you don't know how to get started, I created a guide to help you with that. I've contacted and contracted many freelancers over the years to support me in my business. And the guide I created will help you to get the best talent and removes all of the guesswork for you. It includes tips on where to look and how to successfully vet people before you hire. So be sure to check it out. The link is in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video and you want more info on how to help you find the best talent, subscribe and click the notification bell, because in my companion episodes in this series, I'm going to talk about why you need freelancers in your business to help you scale and 10x your sales. And if you're watching this on a replay, you can catch it in my playlist. As always, have a great week. Be kind to yourself. And thank you so very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.